They say I've only played Baldur's Gate for 244 hours over 2 playthroughs, but to me it feels like more than that. In my heart, it's been, you know, I think I got at least. I think I have at least one more in my future, especially now because I still have some. I still wonder whether this is going to turn out to be a dark one or not. But it's certainly not going to be. It's certainly. I wasn't. I certainly was not experienced enough to do this as an honor mode playthrough. Just considering how many like surprises there are in these fights, especially having not done it with like the legendary actions. And so, if I ever do another honor mode run, is it soon? Right now, I'm sort of cranked up on the game, having being in the middle of playing it. So where could it go? Would I do this? Would I do this group again? Would I do something entirely different? Let's focus on the future. Let's focus on the present for now. That's what's important. I'm wondering if anyone could say that whether the graphics look different today than yesterday. I've turned turned HDR off of my computers. One, it was making a dead pixel on my screen. Two, I thought like my feed was sort of dull. Okay, so
how's the barricade coming along?
What's next? Where are we at here?
Pretty.
We're bloody. We have nice armor. We've probably cleared our inventory. How are these rings I gotta get rid of? Isn't there something nice that Damon has?
Catch a break.
It was some weapon that I was somewhat tempted by yesterday.
Very well.
Well, we gotta sleep.
So I might as well hammer. Need anything?
I can't sleep either, pal. He's got that weapon. I was like, maybe this could work for Will. But it just seems like I can't really tell what'll happen, but I have a lot of money now. I could do this. But I sort of don't know whether this is going to be... Is this better for Hexblade Warlocks? Like, I can't tell. Like, if I go to him...
Pride of the gate.
Look, how do I tell? 7 to 28, pure psychic is insane. Let's go. Let's just look at... Let's do some lame stuff here, but... Hexblade Warlock... weapons. PG3. Duelist Prerogative. Where's that? A legendary +3 rapier. Where do you get it? 2 reactions. Laura's house. Act 3. What else do people say? And this doesn't really tell me anything. This is like, I think I looked at this before and I was like, oh, okay. They just say anything. Jack near Jira. This person's probably dead, right? Unclear. Unclear. Kind of hard to tell. Anyway. I'm not gonna... I'm tempted, honestly. But it seems like the Shadow Blade is just so good. Sword of Life Stealing will... Hexblade World. What if I do that? Sword of Life Stealing Hexblade. Who's Mircool? I can't tell. Like, where do I learn how to do this? Let me see if I've made sure to change my category to Baldur's Gate 3 after a morning of TFT with negative progress as per usual. Yeah. I'm not sure. But why is this better than Shadow Blade? Shadow Blade. Hexblade BG3. Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. What's this? A century before. Oh, this is Dunk and Egg, basically. Yeah. Well, maybe he's writing, maybe he has success in his book. So I'm never gonna figure this out. Like this seems to be just so much damage. So what if I buy this? The thing is, like, I can't really like save and then reload. But I should probably do this, right? It looks like it's like a purple sword. Obviously that should be better. I need a Baldur's Gate 3 expert. Where are the Baldur's Gate 3 experts? BG3. These people aren't going to know anything. I don't know these people. Shadow Blade, Hexblade, BG3. What do I look for? So I do Shadow Blade. Let's look for this. I don't know. I don't know what to do about this. But, like, maybe it's good because it's a spell and it uses one of his very valuable spell slots. Adding so much sex to Game of Thrones was, like, one of the smartest decisions they ever made. That's why they had so many female viewers. Okay, do I buy this sword? I don't really understand how this works. I feel like I'm doing so much damage already. 7 to 28 is so crazy. I'm not sure what else to do with my money. I made a lot recently with all the stuff I sold from all that gear. I'm not sure. I need an expert. One thing I will do, now that I kind of like am taking some time to organize myself, is I'm going to go by type. I'm going to put stuff in the bags that aren't in the bags. I got my first superior healing potion. That's cool. Dark amethyst. I still haven't done the thing with what's it called? I wonder why some of these don't go in his bag. This is the ones that other people passed him. Should give Halsin his pipe back. I stole it a long time ago. I don't know. I guess that would be initially what I would have thought, but girls do like a little. Girls do like a little sex in their shows. I think there's a lot of evidence of that. Anyway, Game of Thrones was broadly appealing, and I really always thought that was part of it. Okay, so it feels weird that this weapon is so good for him, considering that it's like a level. What level is this for warlocks? Level 2 illusion spell. So, I guess that's the reason. Is it's doing more damage because of this. It seems to be fine. Anyway, I gotta do my sleep. What are we doing next in this game? What's that? Talk to Damon. We dealt with Halsin. We got that part finished. This part's all covered. That's the way out. So to me, it seems like next is... I could go here to punish the wicked. Do the Toll House. The Moonrise Towers is here. So there's the big mausoleum for my girl. That's ultimately next. And I have to figure out what to do with this weapon. This seems fine, right? Why spend 3,800 if you don't have to? Strange chunk of amber. Okay, so here's a +2 rapier. And then when I do this, and I bind hex weapon, it doesn't say anything different. It still says 7 to 14. Whereas the Shadow Blade is 7 to 28. Because it's upscaled to level 3 or whatever, level 4. But it's green. I just don't get it. Is it just like a boring, extremely OP thing to do? Okay, so is there anything else I want to do while I'm here?
Where am I needed?
My inventory continues to stress me out. She's been carrying the Nautiloid tank the entire game. Random ass shields and stuff I don't use. Alright, I'm gonna sell some more stuff.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Hammer.
Need anything?
Okay, who's got stuff to clear out here? Various delicious gems. This is the kind of thing where if I was a little kid, I'd really wish. 8 gold for a gold ring. How does that work? This is the kind of thing where if I was a little kid, I'd be like, I want to be able to use the gems for some sort of magic. But you can't. What do you got? Nothing really. He's actually kind of poor. I also feel like in this entire level, using that, what's it called? Using that, the daylight spell seems like oddly effective here. Like there's a lot of points where I should use it. Anyway,
I'll be here if you need
Let's chill for now.
anything.
Everything's largely fine. There's a Stranger Things Broadway play.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
I like Stranger Things a lot. I've enjoyed that show. I also think that, like, they're running into, like, that big challenge that Harry Potter did as well, although Harry Potter did a pretty good job with it. Being, like, people are, like, really aging out of the roles, you know what I mean? Because, like, the same amount of time isn't passing in that world as is passing in real life. And all those people are, like, grown. Everyone who's, like, in their 20s, especially if they're wealthy, they still look young. Like, really young, you know what I mean? Like, Finn Wolfhard is, like, the size of, like, I don't know, all the lightweight dudes of the world. But, yeah, I don't know. Millie Bobby Brown is, like, married. She's, like, a grown woman in many ways now. It's hard. They would have had to, like, blaze out these seasons, or I don't know. I'm sure they're adjusting to it.
The pride of the gate.
Okay, so what if I use my rapier here? 7 to 14. Hex weapon. Still 7 to 14. I can't see this is anywhere, like, comparable to using the Shadow Blade. Yeah, the only downside is you use a spell slot. I don't know. It's so insane. I remember season 4 was like, I remember a fair amount of it. I think that was 2022, right? They played the song from Neverending Story. They sang it to each other. Largely the point that I remember the most. Okay, we close to a new level. We kind of are. I feel like that Shar temple I should maybe give a little more credence to. And go to here, and then we go down and do the ledger. Okay, so head south.
Keeping pace.
They got Robert Englund to play like that big scary kind of humanoid monster, didn't I? I kind of agree with you that I actually maybe don't remember it as well as I thought. I also need to talk to that girl about her parents.
I suppose it might be nice to be remembered. Though I'd be less keen on having birds perching on my head forevermore.
Who's talking?
Still alive. So that's progress.
Okay, so I can't get this nice buff again. So from here, I'm gonna go find this ledger, go through this place.
These boots have seen everything.
I have a key for that. It's unfortunate. Well, do you know what we do have?
I'm bound.
Unlimited lockpicking. Right. Yeah, she had like that really skinny weird guy who was like the psychic predecessor. That sounds familiar. That's a good show. They're also like, it's a very meta show in a lot of ways.
No one will ever believe this.
Like outside of David Harbour, who sort of like became big from it, there's a really like there's really knowing there's really knowing winks to the era they're paying tribute to with their casting. Yes, things like Robert Englund, but also even like Winona Ryder, Sean Astin. There's probably other good examples too that I can't think of currently anyway.
Here goes nothing.
Who's in here? What are we doing? Ah, key. Aha, clue.
With haste.
I wonder what some other good examples of people who were like cast in the show who are like vintage 80s and 90s people. Everything's rotten from the Shadow Curse. Ban list. Jan Von Don, suspected alias, grotesquely tall human, underpants on head. What exactly is going on here? Blighted actor. Blighted troubadour. What's going on here? Are these guys fights, or are they... They seem like I can talk to them. I kind of remember this. There's someone downstairs doing some sort of larger thing, and they're really spooky.
We used to dance.
That it used to be music. Alright, let's see what's down here. See if these guys have any beef with me. So far seems like nay nay. Lovely. I feel like I'm a little low on camp supplies.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Okay, another one here. Yeah, true. Paul Reiser. Another interesting career. Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. Fizzibald Thorn. Whoa. Another crazy career is Sybil Shepherd. To go from like the ultimate, like probably the quintessential 70s American Beauty in some ways, or one of them, and then into Moonlighting, which is a huge show, and then she had her own Sybil Shepherd type show when she was kind of like getting older. But like, Sybil Shepherd was in 1, she's in Taxi Driver. 2, she's in The Last Picture Show. That alone is like enough to like kill the decade. Her and like Sissy Spacek are like, they're in so many good movies. What is that you're serving? I like how I'm leaning against the wall, against the counter. I think I got some saving throws coming ahead if I want to drink this. The Last Picture Show is a really good movie. Have you seen it?
The curse has wrecked this man. This is no life. This is torture.
Pick up the tankard.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
Okay, good to know.
Keep your distance. He looks like he could burst any second.
Wait, I gotta get into a drink off of this guy. Peter Bogdanovich has some really good movies. Alright, so sleight of hand would be the move. But instead I'll go for the saving throw and drink this guy into the table. Let's go, fellas. It's only plus 4 to 7. Yeah, don't worry about that one. Do I use an inspiration charge? I think I will. The problem with this is that it doesn't guarantee you doing it. I think I wonder whether that's part of what happens with karmic dice, is that if you re-roll the inspiration, they give you a much better chance of getting it. I've got about a 50% chance here. Okay, there we go. Clerics are so clutch. Everyone likes that.
The liquid burns your throat as you swallow, but otherwise you feel no ill effects.
What's Witchfinder General?
Small sip you take. Fear not. You will soon quaff as I do.
There's a like a independent theater near my house, or not really. It's in Ottawa though. That does like drunk nights once a month. And the drunk night, I think, what's the drunk night movie they're doing this month? It's like something crazy. I'm not something crazy, but I'm like, that's a pretty funny drunk movie. They're also doing a charity viewing of Labyrinth. I've never seen Labyrinth. From aboard the Mind Flayer vessel, I've witnessed the hells themselves. That's good enough. Charisma check 21. That's just not fair. Okay, so I need a 15 to 18. Alas. Oh, Vincent Price. Alright, I'm not gonna use any more inspiration on this guy. He doesn't like that one.
Fantastic fable.
This guy's got some big charisma requirements here.
Amuse me. Or be amusement.
He probably fights with the whole groups. I slaughtered a golden dragon and collected his vast hoard. Deception. I gazed upon all Faerun from the four peaks of the spine of the world. Little Wheel of Time reference there. Okay, this is a little bit easier. Not my day. Not feeling my charisma. Alright, I gotta fight this rascal now. Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Overflowing brew, legendary action. And what looks like 4 side dudes. Visibald Thorns, level 6, Wretched Distiller Undead, Numb. He is immune to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and thunder damage. Well, that's not easy. Gaseous Reflux. Physical damage has added gas to Visibald's special brew, letting him use Roaring Belch. Okay. Oh, this looks like a pickle. Plus 10 bonus to your next saving throw against an incapacitating condition 3 times. When Visibald Thorn's brew changes, it can overflow, dealing 3d6 of the corresponding damage type and empowering his allies. Dark Vision, extra attack, immune to control undead. Okay, so like what? He's immune to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning, and thunder damage? What? What the hell? Okay, so his allies get buffed if he gets hit. How do you get him to change his brew? Once per round. So if you hit him, this happens. This is a big boy. All right, let's try to kill the dudes with him.
The blade will not bend.
Maybe I use... Why can't I use this? Why can't I use this? I did a long rest. Is something you can only use indoors or something?
No time to waste.
Alright, big boy, what do you got? Concerning. That's a long-range talk. So he's reeling. Ow. Good thing I'm so tanky. Okay, so he's gonna be literally immune to all this, right? So he's immune to thunder and all physical damage. I should have used this first, actually. This looks like it just says 20 damage. It doesn't say what type of damage it does. Unclear. Okay, not the play.
Heading there.
He actually took a fair amount of damage there. If he gets lucky, my guy's gonna be down the next turn. We have a lot of these guys to deal with. You have a lot of dandelions yet? Yeah. Also, like, I have a ton of ferns in my backyard. Actually, I don't know. I don't see that many dandelions yet, honestly. But the ferns are, like, literally growing several inches per day. It's unbelievable. Whoa. It's unbelievable how fast they grow. Like, they're just, like, kind of like basically like the fiddlehead version of it, like, really recently. This guy not dead yet? What? Okay, let's get this guy's face. This is probably a mistake, but whatever. Fiery regurgitation. 13 is a lot. That was a lot of damage. Okay, so I can't hit him with will. But not really you. Cold hallucination. This guy is crazy. What is happening here? I need to heal myself. Hold on.
Finish this.
You probably want to try to tap this guy with this. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so I don't know how to make my entire shot. I don't really get how this fight goes. Like, he just gets these huge... Each sip of his special brew makes this one more intoxicated. Okay, so the more he drinks, the worse this is gonna get, right? Let's hit him again. extremely unfortunate, but I don't lose a potion for it. Can I get out of here? These will turns are gonna be clutch for the pure psychic damage. Oof, fuck, he fell over? Okay, so I think Astarion's job is to kill all of these guys.
Battle favors the fearless. Health.
So why can't I use this? I still don't really understand. Okay, so Hexblade's Curse. Booming Blade. Rotten Reflux. Oh yeah, immune to Thunder. Shit, that was a mistake. Whatever. He's so low. Dead. Oof. He's tottering. Another drink might knock him out. Interesting. Okay, so... 25% for that is not worth it. I have no attacks left. I guess I'll heal again. Try to make it so he can't hit us both with that. Okay, so this guy's gonna have his turn before. I'm gonna try to use Guiding Bolt on this guy again. Although I think I should honestly just heal. We can do both. Is Guiding Bolt really the best one? Should I just use... Maybe I'll use this one. Guardian of Faith. I think it actually does... I think it does radiant damage, so I'm going to try it. Let's take a look. If I examine it... Kind of unclear to know what kind of weapon it does. Anyway, keep the heals up. Redo Bless and stand still. Ow. Ow, what are these guys doing to me? All their shots knocked down. What does Undead Fortitude mean? Why do these guys always knock us down? Okay, I wonder whether... I can't do much damage to him. Okay, so what do these debuffs mean? Okay, so the more I hit this guy... the more profoundly intoxicated he is, right? Let's try an acid arrow. Just hit him. Oh god. Whoa. So why did the Guardian of Faith hit him there? That was a lot of damage. What the? Okay, this is where I... Did I use Hexblade's Curse? I did. This is where you give this guy the business. Why do I not have an action? Is it because I fell last turn? Oh, fuck me then, I guess. What do you say? He's down? So Numb is gone? Numb is gone. Blacked out. -5 penalty to armor class and he's down. Okay, so now we give him the business. So just spam Divine Smite on him. We already have advantage. Oh shit. That's the good stuff. Oh, I should have used this. Damn it. This is a nice thing with her being around, is the blindness. Oh god. Okay, so how long is he unconscious for? Okay, we're good. Is he numb? He's still blacked out? Okay, good. Alright. Get in the business here.
This is good.
Okay. He's recovered. Recovering. What now? Oh god. Shield blow.
My time's running out.
Reeling. Shield blow worked. Mental fatigue, recovering, reeling. What's this mean? Okay, so he's numb soon, so just finish him now. That 53 is not good enough. Okay, so he's dead? Alright. He is dead, right? Okay, good. So, my concern here is Will's life's a little low. Give Will a cheeky little heal here.
Take two.
Concentration broken, guidance. I mean, guidance was a long time ago. Ow, stop it. You had a coyote literally in your yard? That's very stressful with the cats. They really like to, coyotes don't like to be too near people.
Don't linger.
So that is worrisome, yeah, for sure. Like, we get reports in our neighborhood, but the reports we get are still like a half-mile away. Because they'll be in like the green strips, like behind people's houses and like where the power lines are. But like you don't really hear them being in most people's yards. But generally speaking, coyotes are getting more brave regardless. Like across the board.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I don't really need to do anything here. I might as well use this because it's a short rest anyway. Boing. I feel like I'm using a lot more spell turns lately. I'm immune to necrotic, right? Pew!
This is my time.
Pew! Pew! We're still in battle? Oh, this guy's still alive, okay.
Dull moment.
Get him!
Strike you down.
Ah!
If we had to kill him, he seemed more lonely than cruel.
I'm sorry, pal. He did, you know, attack us. You know? You really should not forget the factor that he did, you know, attack us.
Breathe deep and move.
After we agreed to have a drink with him. He didn't have to turn that into, like, you know, murder. Do all your cats go outside or just some of them? Some cats that are like didn't get a chance to go outside when they're young get too freaked out by going outside, but the ones who did go outside when they're young, like mine, they'll never stop doing it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like a part and parcel thing. All right, what do we get here? Worn key, money, ice wine, reserve, shandy, beer, toadstool, bone cap. We got nothing from this guy. Well, is the cat that goes out rarely? Was that one that didn't start going out till it was older or something like that? Because that's the thing. People get worried about, like, a lot of times when people, like, my cat got out, I haven't seen it for a week, or you never see it again or something like that. A lot of that happens because, like, I mean, anything bad can always happen. You never know. But a lot of times it's the cats that didn't go out when they're younger, that they get too scared and they get too overwhelmed. They'll, like, try to panic cross a road like a squirrel would or something like that. But I don't know. There's a little bit better chances from ones that are more experienced being outside, where they kind of like know to be cautious. Well, she's old. She wants to go out. Yeah, less. Yeah. Fair enough. Today I would consider my cat's 7th birthday. And sometimes I see like a look in her eyes, or like I see like her face from a certain angle when she's like getting up from a nap or something. I'm like, I can see how like kind of bedraggled and groggy you're gonna look when you're gonna be like much older. They kind of like don't groom themselves as well. They don't have as much like they don't have the same like ability to like.
Something over there.
Madeline's Ledger. This is the book I want. The words "For the attention of Dark Justiciar Natasha" are written across the top of every page. This is an excerpt from the last page. Morning, day 15. See Simon Nowak. Said Ketherick wouldn't hold on to Moonrise Towers for long at this rate. Evening, day 18. Imani Atakni. Claimed it was unfair that the Thorms had the cushiest jobs. Night, day 22. Mark Jacobs and Benjamin Blanchett made jokes about the Thorms, especially Lord Ketherick. Said he was misery guts, a weeping nutsack, and discussed exactly how his wife would have liked it. I know what Mark and Ben said was just plain awful, Lady Natasha, but they're some of my best friends and I've never heard such talk out of them. They were upset over their wages being cut and were the drunkest I've ever seen by midnight. I know it looks bad, but hand over heart, you've never met two gents more devoted to Our Lady, I swear it. A different, more elegant script appears beneath it. Our Lady of Loss will be proud of you, Madeline. Do not worry about Mark and Benjamin. Myself and your two gents are simply going to have a little chat, I promise. And a blank page. Okay. So, he didn't do it. So where's his bar? Like, where did we get into all this? Where was he? Was he here, but he broke it? Yeah, okay. See if there's anything in these shelves. Probably not. Oh. It would really suck to have everyone miss that perception check. Just by virtue of me, like, kind of walking past it randomly. Have I been up here? Yeah, that's where I started. Okay, let's check this back room. And there's also that morgue area that I want to check out. I'm wondering whether to do that before the Temple of Shar as well.
Give it a shot.
Hello. Okay, probably time to do a short rest here. Pump up our health a little bit. Let's see what's in here. Ah, purple worm gullet. That's an important detail. How's it going, Anna Reno? Is life treating you well? You must be so busy lately. Why does it take it? Why can't I jump right there? That's weird. Nice. Found a dirt moat. I had an abnormal meal yesterday as I was panicking to get my protein intake. Okay, let's hear it. What kind of weird girl dinner meal did you have? It's either protein or girl dinner, one of the two. It's hard to mix those two worlds. Okay, it's a whole place. Here's my team. You guys here? Okay. So who was here? Research notes. So why is this a cutscene?
Research notes. They describe a powerful venom extracted from a rare purple worm. Distiller Thisibald Thorm sought to create a fatal poison using the worm's gullet. He procured several parts of a worm gullet, but rinsed one in error. The poison he brewed
Is this poison for Ketherick Thorm, maybe?
but not fatal. Thisibald devoted months to formulating a deadly poison with the remaining ingredients, without success. After exhaustive experimentation, he was able to make a near-deadly extract from the glands. But to complete his poison, Thisibald required one last ingredient, the petals of a corpse rose.
Rose.
The book's index reveals corpse roses may grow near tombs.
I have those, I think. I think I picked up one.
And particularly redolent cadavers. Thisibald enlisted a courier from Baldur's Gate to obtain corpse rose petals and other ingredients.
Is that the
and deliver them
is that
to
the
a
stash I found on the ground?
location. Unfortunately, a deep purple stain darkens the final page, obscuring the parcel's destination.
Focus your eyes on the page. I'm not very bright. I'll try my best, but I'm not the smartest guy in the world. A bucket of cottage... the fact that you said bucket makes it so much more grotesque. A bucket of cottage cheese, boiled eggs, and smoked salmon. You're like revealing your secret nature as like a buff dude. You're like a university student bodybuilder. Oh!
The page is a mess of
Okay, later, Nick.
color. The delivery's location remains.
I already
a
found it.
mystery.
It's fine. I can be dumb. I can spare my stupidity for some other time. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so let's go right to left because there's that other thing over there. Corpse rose. Did I find that? Question number 1. Do I have a corpse rose? There it is, right there. Nice. Okay. So I need 3 of them. Right. Well, cross that bridge when I come to it. If I'm gonna waste my 1 roll, I'd rather it be for something like this where I don't even really need that thing. You know? Purple worm gullet. So gross. Suspension of purple worm slime. It's so gross. What are we doing? We've gone too far. We've gotten too deep. All sorts of bizarre alchemy. I don't think I want to drink the wine that's beside the purple worm gullet slime. So did you feel like you hit your protein intake after your college boy mega meal? Okay, so you pick these things up because you're the poison man. Serpent Fang Toxin, go. What's that? The Waning Moon Consignments. What's going on here? Drow Poison? Yeah, pick up that. Okay, you can read the book.
These things have stayed interesting.
The Waning Moon's delivery is recorded here in careful hand. The pages, however, are devoted to the still as personal reflections. Father Ketherick's reach begins to extend beyond Wraithwind's borders. This one good thing about Act 2, that is arguably you could maybe even give it like, I don't know. You could probably arguably say that Act 2 is probably the best act, in that almost all of the lore you get lures you and kind of brings you toward the final fight. Act 1 is kind of scattered general lore, and then Act 3 is like a choose your own adventure basically. You sure did get the protein. Cottage cheese and smoked salmon. You're like an Orthodox Jew bodybuilder. Boiled eggs, smoked salmon, cottage cheese. Little dill, little chives and capers. You got the little ringlets here and the Orthodox hat, but huge muscles. One time I was in New York like a year and a half ago, and I was walking down the street, and I was basically teasing Andrea. You know how sometimes you'll see guys who will walk down the road, and they'll kind of like hold their girlfriend's neck like this. It's like here, they hold their neck like this. You know that thing people do? Where it's like your hands like this on the back of the neck. It's sort of like this weird, creepy, possessive gesture. And I put it on there for like a second or two just to kind of like fuck with her when we were walking down the street. We're in Manhattan, and 2 Orthodox guys come by. He's like, "Excuse me, brother, are you Jewish?" I was like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Okay." And I was like, was that related to what I was doing? Is he trying to scold me or something? That was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me. Well, no, it wasn't, but it was strange. Why did he ask me? Don't you see when people do that when they like walk down the street with like that kind of possessive weird thing where like they place their hand in the back of their girlfriend's neck? The Thorm is about collectors of coin, glory, blood, and more yet. I, however, collected that which holds the most valued information. The mason caught my eye. Straighter his steps and faithful to his words, for as long as drink does not touch his tongue. 2 drops of Blackfire whiskey, and he sings his heart's too true. And he calls father a tyrant, a coward, a traitor. He beseeches the moon maiden to shine upon him once more. Dangerous words, I have told father. He will surely silence the mason and make him an example. Meanwhile, the mason drawls his heresy. Is all I can do not to mock him to his very face. My own methods used against me. The ale she fed me was poisoned by my own hand. My truth serum was all too effective. I professed the lot. The poison drinks, malice's treatments, the interrogations, all of it. She means to reveal our schemes to the Baldur's Gate authorities, unless, of course, I grace her palm with more gold than Garen Goth could muster. Father would have my head if he knew, or worse yet, don't aim me into malice. So this is Ketherick Thorm's weird son. Such is my good fortune that I possess all manner of barrels. She should make a perfect fit. The harpers came too close. They poisoned Father Ketherick himself, yet he professes no ill effects. Malice insisted a fluke. Doctor he may be, but he's no less a fool for it. Father has achieved that which I can only dream of, immortality. I have long suspected I can guess Father's purpose, but I cannot fathom the means. Okay. There's a lot there in that book. Pick that up and grab that, will you? Yeah. Perception failed, melee.
No
Mayday.
time to dally.
Give it to him. He's the one who's perceptive. Is the chest
Touch me.
trapped? Oh, there's a trap. Okay.
Someone's left a trap.
Oh no, a trap for us. Act 2 is the best one, agreed. The build-up, battles, and plot. Yeah. I think it's probably true. I can't really say. And also, I think the game is quite different than it was when I played it before. Like, even when I played it, like, fairly soon after release, I still felt like Act 3 was, like, kind of a shit show. I think it's probably better now to some degree, though I can't really, like, quantify what those changes are. But it felt like, meh. A little all over the board. Like, accidental things would happen and resolve themselves a lot.
Mine never quiet.
Punch Drunk Bastard. A rare two-handed great club. While you are drunk, you have advantage on attack rolls. You also create a blast with each attack, dealing 1 to 4 thunder damage for 3 meters. Well, that's sick. It's so weird how good that greatsword is. That this is still worse. Okay. Oh my, there's a trap.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh dear. So wait, did you say today's the last packing day or something? Last day for packing. Holy
Right
shit.
on my feet.
It's a big deal.
Someone there.
Okay, disarm the trap first. This is the best sequence. The other thing that makes Act 2 good is probably also that it's like so close to Larian's wheelhouse. I've never played any of the Divinity games besides OS2, but like they get a little bit too excited for like the really absolutely gruesome, visceral, disgusting levels. They love it. They love it.
Challenge.
Like remember Act 2? Like there's that like blood butcher's lair or something in Act 2 of DOS 2, I think, when you land that huge level, there's just so much going on.
Well, that ends.
That whole place is like just exactly like this. They're like, oh yeah, here we are.
Easy path.
Okay, here's all the treasure chests and treats. Wooden barrel, let's go front to back. Water, no thanks. The water really fills my inventory up. The water carafes are very heavy. I had an enjoyable lunch today. I had salmon avocado sushi, some nigiri, my first yellow Atalfo mango of the season, my favorite fruit. We're doing great. Okay, various ingredients. Okay, so we learned something about a poison. So can I make said poison? Salts, corpse rose. I do have enough, okay. So, how do I make the, how do I make the, purple worm slime one? I can't find it. Where is it? Recipe unlock purple worm toxin. Okay. Extract all ingredients. There you go. Purple worm toxin. Cool. I'm gonna make this. Let's take a look at that. Newest. So this is just something you can put in your weapon. I was hoping it'd be something I could poison Ketheric Thorm with. What nigiri did you get? Just salmon? So it was like a pre-made set I just picked up like a box. And it was like 4 cucumber rolls, 4 salmon cucumber rolls, 3 salmon avocado slices, and then 4 salmon nigiri. And then a yellow, and then my toffle mango. And now I'm waiting for my Mexican Coca-Cola to refrigerate adequately. Obviously bought some goat's milk as well, because that's what I'm about.
Trust no one.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Apparently, I read this one time, I don't know if it's true, but apparently, have I tried Saba mackerel nigiri? I love mackerel so much. I love cooking it, and I love ordering it, especially Japanese restaurants. When I lived in Vancouver, there was like a very, very authentic Japanese cafe in my house that did like a morning fish set. Like sort of like the standard Japanese breakfast of like a little bit of rice, like one of like the marinated soft-boiled eggs, and then mackerel or salmon, and then a couple of other like little treats. And it was like the best thing in the morning I could actually possibly hope for. It was so beautiful. Anyway, what was I talking about? I read one time that like typically speaking, Japan did not use salmon for sushi historically because salmon apparently was high in parasites until they were convinced by like people like Norwegians or whatever who fished in the northern Atlantic to start buying it from them. I'm not sure it's true. I read it. Okay, Icarus gloves. And some more trees. This is like the thermos. This is like the thermal paradise. All sorts of ingredients. Okay, so thank you for all that. He didn't give us very much. But what about that bat? I got a rat bat. Rare rat bat. A great-handed club. A two-handed great club. A rare-handed great two club. So these bats are just... Why is this sword so good? It's crazy. I'm still using it. Right? It's still better? Oh well. When it looks this good, stop asking questions. How about that for a solution? Alright, let's get out of here. I'm gonna go teleport back. Go talk to this dude. They did a fermented or smoked version of salmon before doing raw salmon or something. Well, I mean, I read that as well. That all sushi was fermented, basically, until the advent of refrigeration. Unless you were cutting it straight from the sea. Wait. Unless you were cutting it straight from the fishing trucks. Apparently all salmon was fermented. And also, like, I've read things before being like, there's like a reason that like all cultures have like garlic, onion, ginger type things in their cuisine. And it's apparently that a lot of those things, not only just for flavor, but they also function as like anti-parasiticals. Like you would need wasabi, etc., ginger, if you were having like, you know, raw fish or fermented sushi or whatever you so care for. Makes sense. The May Grand Sumo Tournament, which is in Tokyo, started up. So I get a 25-minute sumo highlight video every single morning when I have my bagel and my coffee. Feel pretty good about that. Actually, right now I have basketball highlights. And I have 2 games of basketball highlights and a 25-minute sumo highlight video every day to watch. It's exhausting. It's too much television in the morning. But like, I mean, 2 of the series are basically over. Minnesota Golden State is essentially over. Cleveland Indiana is literally over. Boston, New York is essentially over with Jason Tatum injured. So there's really only the Nuggets Clippers left. So I don't feel like the same need to watch all those series. I can't believe Cleveland shot the bed that hard. That's crazy.
What's in here?
All right, pal.
What's up for discussion?
He who was. I have to fight this guy. I hope not, though.
The air stirs in trepidation. You have the ledger.
Here, take it.
We have it. Her lies. Her guilt.
For guilt?
Madeline reported her friends to a dark justiciar and fled when they were butchered. Well, she flees no more. I will be the conduit for Madeline's spirit. I will force her to face trial, and you will be the judge. Make her beg.
Parasites don't like acidic environments, and Japanese salads with rice finger are common as a side dish. That makes sense. Even last night I made like I love that it's charcoal grilling season. It's like 20 plus degrees every day now. Even last night for dinner, now that I'm using the charcoal grill, I buy salmon steaks, like the horseshoe salmon steaks, as opposed to just the fillets. Because they're so much like juicier, more delicious, and you get the crisp skin so easily from the charcoal. Even last night I just made like salmon steaks with asparagus and had it with rice. And all you need to make is like just basically just like shoyu, soy sauce, and rice vinegar, half and half, with like a teaspoon of like furikake, and it's like a delicious sauce to pour over the salmon. It's so good. Or if you're eating like dumplings, like steamed or pan-fried dumplings, either Korean style or Chinese style, just like equal parts soy sauce and rice vinegar with like to me I like a bit of like sriracha in there as well. It's like such a perfect like dipping sauce. When punishment is needed, my hand will not shy from the blade.
The Raven was right. We were fated to meet. Break her.
This guy's a little bit too randy.
Most thoroughly. Witness.
You said I was going to be punished. That you'd be the judge. But I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
All right, I'll listen. Why don't you tell me what happened?
I said it didn't mean nothing. That Ben and Mark were just drunk and whining. The Dark Justicia promised she was gonna chat with him. She promised.
I think you fucked up, lady. I don't think you knew what you were doing, but you still did it. If it was drunk complaining, why did you report them?
The Dark Justiciar said to report everything, big or small. She
Yeah,
ain't the type
you're
to
fucked.
say no to. She gave him a dagger each and told him to press it against their stomachs on the count of 3, to start stabbing and not stop till she said so. She never said stop. I'd do anything to take it back. Anything.
I think you're cooked, lady. Whoa. Okay, so we have to advise, we have to look into our oath of justice here. And that is essentially... I can trade with this guy right now, that's so funny. I mean, this is this is tough. Because it's the greater morality. Does the greater morality means you can't let this lady go? Because she literally did report her friends to the authorities? Or is the greater morality that, like, the evil that the Dark Justiciar rendered on them is the higher crime? The third one is there's nothing you need to do. This wasn't your fault, I promise. I can't say that it wasn't her fault. That's not true. But getting her to stab herself to death seems exciting. Seems a little bit exciting. Pathetic, you murdered your friends, you're a coward. Maybe this is the closest to true. What do I think here? This is tough. None of these three options are totally satisfactory. I think the second one is probably the most satisfactory. Is the first one the most true, or is the first one perverse and twisted? This is my question. I'm gonna get myself a Coca-Cola and think about this. I have to say, in a totally unrelated point, that I didn't really listen to much like mainstream music in the past year. But of the ones I did hear, probably my favorite song is "Espresso" by Sabrina Carpenter. That song is really good. That is a classic pop song. I listen in the mornings like probably once a week, or no, like once a month. I'll probably listen to the mornings, be like ba 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 ba. Okay, so let's do dialogue history and look at this again. So is this guy gonna stab himself? Is he immortal? This is tough. I don't think it's 3, but is 1 too extreme? Persuasion, pathetic, you murdered your friends, you're a coward. Is this too much like emotion for being a paladin judge? The first one's a little perverse. And I need a weigh in here. I like espresso a lot. So which of these options do I choose? Do you know what's happening here? Do you want to look at the dialogue? Do you remember this scene? I have an oath of vengeance to abide by. This person didn't want anything to happen, but she did report her drunken friends, who just got fired, to the dark justiciars, who then made those people stab themselves in the stomach till death. So what judgment should I render? I don't think it's 3. I don't think I said there's nothing you need to do. This wasn't your fault, I promise. Oath of Vengeance is like, you have to punish the wicked. You can't spare the wicked, and you have to find the greater morality, which sometimes is like, is this person was in the wrong, but are they so in the wrong that they deserve death? Whereas the first option, hurt yourself as Ben and Mark did, stab yourself, is like a little perverse. And the second one is just me trash talking her, say you murdered your friends, you're a coward. And the third one is there's nothing you need to do. This wasn't your fault, I promise. So how do you think this vibes with Oath of Vengeance? I actually am stuck on this one. This is a classic Baldur's Gate 3 moment of 3 unsatisfactory answers. I think 2 is the one I'm leaning towards as well. Let's see what happens. This isn't making her murder herself, but it's also not letting them off the hook. I hope I don't break my oath because of this fucking random...
You're right. I'm a killer. A monster. I should have died instead.
Glorious. Look.
This guy's such a weirdo. I love it.
You broke her most thoroughly. Well done.
This looks good. She was punished. That's all that matters.
If you are satisfied, then so am I. You have done well. Her pain and anguish were sublime.
I'd like to be able to use this guy as a character. This guy looks awesome.
Here, for your services, should I find another murderer in need of torment, I shall call upon you. Farewell.
Okay, we got an inspiration back. Good. So we gave the ledger to he who was and punished the killer for her crimes. He was pleased. You receive gold and raven gloves. Summon Quoth the Raven. Get it? Edgar Allan Poe? Cool. Alright. Well, I didn't break my oath. So we're still fine. At some level, not having this really so far turn into an evil playthrough is like, well, am I really getting that different experience than when I played last time, where I was just like a chill monk bro? But at the same time, the dark urge fighting against the paladin oath is like a real tension that I wouldn't say gets exercised that often, but when it does get exercised, it really, really, really has an incredible tension to it. I gotta say. Okay, that part's done. So, things to do are the toll house, the tower, and this temple. So I'm not gonna do the. I'll do the toll house near the end. I guess I'll do the actually, I take that back. I'll do the temple now. The toll house now, and then do the grand mausoleum. There's also the morgue under the house of healing. I remember the toll house has that fucking gold battle, which is oddly difficult. But I think the Temple of Shar and that underground morgue are probably the most impactful things that are still here. So I'll do those last before I go to Moonrise Tower. No, don't go that way. I don't want to talk to Raphael. And whatever he's got for me, I'm gonna wait on. Okay, good job. Thank you. I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Okay, I've used a lot of spell slots here. I've been using his spell slots a lot with the Divine Smite, just because I just like can toast, because I can just toast undead so often. It's all good though. I was about to ask what things am I... It's funny that you say that, because I was about to ask what things you think are missing. Admittedly, there's only 3 official emotes, but I was going to ask which ones you think are like the glaring gaps that are missing. Okay, so we're going to do the Toll House next. I'm going to do the Toll House in the front. Nah, forget it.
Close. I can feel it. The Absolute. His power is strong here.
I'm gonna be honest, having played this game twice, I still don't really, like, I know the Absolute is the mother brain or whatever, but, like, I still don't really, like, have a sense from the game structure what it is. Dancing, sobbing, and a joy? Okay. Good call. Oh, these guys. The Visage of Obedience.
At least it's worth
More for
more
me.
than their lives.
Inspector's Memo. I'll take it. Rotten Cheese Wheel.
Lands, or what's left of it.
Fears was up to his old tricks, that damn rat. Tried to sail right past without paying toll. Half dozen crates this time as if we'd miss a shipment that large. Transfer them to impound and no funny business. We seized 2 chalices just days ago, 1 silver, 1 gold, but it seemed they grew legs and walked off. Odd, isn't it? I'm not pointing fingers, mind you, but if those chalices don't walk right back, Garen Goth will want answers, and she'll be asking you first. Okay?
Report to the tollmaster. Pay the toll.
That's such a great image. I use that as a thumbnail. In the first playthrough. I still remember some of those thumbnails. The snake got one. Not this time, though. Okay, I've been here before. Haven't I? Have.
Tasteless and cheap.
Help wanted. This is the toll. This is the toll bridge.
Couriers and merchants wanted. Sail the silvery seas, gaze upon the gate. No experience required.
One fun way to play this game is to not use lockpicking at all, and to actually like find keys for stuff. Yeah, this is the spot for sure. I remember this one well. This is where you gotta do something with the gold. I remember you saying how you did this. There's some sort of cleverness you can do with your gold here. I don't remember what it is, personally.
So much time.
There's a secret over here. So where do you think your like biggest strength gains have been?
You should leave now. I should have left when I still could.
Like limbs or like trunk strength or like... I remember I can get in here.
If only I'd left when I still could.
Yeah, is it like limbs? Is it like core strength? Is it like arms? I know that's limbs, but whatever. Okay, climb the roots, see what happens. I guess I should save in case this turns into something terrible and I lose. Oh god.
What do you bring?
I will bring an end to the curse that shrouds this land. I'm so scared for your honor mode. Honor mode's over. I'm not sure if you knew that, but honor mode ended at the end of Act 1. In the Githyanki Kresh, in the battle against the Inquisitor, where the Githyanki Queen was. And then the early parts of this act as well, I lost a lot against the Spider Drow guy. And there's one other fight that I tried to... There was another fight that I had difficulty with as well. Yeah, the Drow Spider guy took me like 3 or 4 attempts. He's really hard. And eventually I just got lucky, basically, where I just like pinned him in with like an AoE spell, and he just like stood still and I beat his ass. And there was another one that was hard. What was that? Oh yeah, the Grim. I went backwards to the Underdark, and I fought the Grimforge guy at the Adamantium thing, where you get this armor. And that guy was fucking insane. That took me like 6 tries too.
I require gold.
No! I used all my gold. That was a sick animation, by the way, for a custom character. The way his eyebrow arched there.
Yes. Now, more gold.
You can do this, but if you like, if you give all your money away so you have none, and then give her all you have, that's like a way of exploiting this, right? I feel like eventually I'm gonna get some diminishing returns here.
Good. Another.
It's kind of funny. Here you go, lady. As long as I get new dialogue, I might give her a few more. I got 4,000.
I require more.
How much do you want exactly?
All that you have.
Absolutely not. I don't hand so much gold for so little in return.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
Why stay in this rotted building? Take your gold and be free. It's a fat roll. This is a fat one, isn't it? 15 plus guidance. I think I can probably do this. I have 4 inspiration. I'm going to see if I can get this to win. Okay. So I need a 13, 12. I need a 9 to 12. So I have a roughly 50% chance. Slightly under. Nailed it. It's all about the feel you have when you click the button. That's all you can be responsible for.
The gold is not for me.
Maybe it was useful. Useless. I don't know.
For the toll. I collect the toll. I collect the gold.
It's so deranged. So persuasion or intimidation? Says who? Seems to me there's no one here to oversee you. Intimidation, not anymore. Says who? Seems to me there's no one here to oversee you. 21. Ooh. She's wearing poofy pants. I thought her legs had extreme cellulite. I mean, I think there's a bit of both going on here. This is a heavy-set lady. Okay, so I need a 5. I need a 6 to 9 points under that, which means 15 to 12. 12. I need a 12 to 15. So I got about a 1 in 3 chance here. It's a hard roll. 21? I wonder if the bottom one was better. I wonder if the bottom would be 21 as well. I'll do one more roll. Try to get over the nervousness. I've had too much caffeine. So do one more. Okay, one more. I don't care. Do I do one more? If you have a stock of inspiration, new inspiration gives you experience, which is nice. But there's not that many circumstances where I feel like I really need to do it, but this is not the most important thing ever. I think 1 inspiration charge is fine. I have to lose this one.
I do not need an overseer. I collect the gold. You must pay.
All right, well, for all that. For anyone who can't read these numbers, that did 456 damage to me. I have too much money for this. I'm gonna get wrecked. Okay, let's take a look. We've got all the various visages. Let's take a look at our big lady here. Holy shit, what's going on? How much health does she have? 607? Legendary resistance incapacitation. Everyone's got this. Legendary action sublimation. When she loses a piece of armor, she can try to sublimate her foes, turning them to gold. What does sublimate mean in this case? Attempt to turn your enemies into solid gold. I don't like that. Could there be a method of removing the armor without destroying the coins? She's an extra bonus action. Immune to control undead. I have a funny feeling I'm about to get murdered. So how do I do this?
To focus. Take your.
Okay, so where's she gonna come down? Can she come down? Will she drop down this? Will she drop down this route? And what about all these dudes? This cursed visage controls part of the coins protecting the toll collector. Oh, I see. I see the wrinkle now. What about all these coins that are here? So I gotta try to take those guys out to carve away at her health. Okay, let's take a look at where they are. One up there. 4 up top. They're all nearby. They're up top though.
I've missed this.
Okay. I have a funny feeling she's gonna beat my ass. Psychic damage is doubled. That takes my action?
Good. Again.
Not give, then I will take.
Is this the same building with the bar with all the ghouls in it? That's the next one over. I just did that one. I tried to drink with him, but he didn't believe my stories. And then I tried to drink with him for a while, and all my party members liked that I was drinking with him, but he didn't like my stories. So, what happened next is that he got pissed off and he crushed the bar, and then we fought him. And then after we killed him, the main character was like, "It's a pity we had to kill that guy. He was a pretty nice dude." I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, he did try to murder us. But that sounds like that would be Bard 101. I agree with that. Okay, so can I reach this guy? I can. Great.
I found my mark.
Be forgiven.
Okay, I gotta get as many of these guys as I can. Oh, didn't do enough. Okay.
What should I do?
Okay, so he has 5 health. Asterion has turned to gold. She only has a bonus action here, which is not much. There's no point in doing this. So, where are the rest of these guys? I gotta get up top. YOLO. That was it. It's like, he seems more lonely than cruel. I mean, he did try to murder you.
Got to press on.
It was a crazy fight, though. You keep hitting him, and he keeps getting stronger and stronger, and he's literally immune to all attack damage until such a point that he just blacks out, and then you kill him when he blacks out. It's a pretty sweet fight. Okay, let's see how things go now. Okay, you just hit me when I'm gold. That's fine. Oh! You're trying to escape.
Have to keep going.
Come here, you rascal. Okay, let's see what happens next. I mean, that's a more fun way to play, I think. Yeah, you get to miss out in the fights, but if you fight everyone, it kind of feels like a bit, if you fight everybody, it feels like a little bit unimaginative, you know what I mean? Some balance of the two. I bet, honestly, the easiest way to go through honor mode is obviously to fight as few battles as possible. But then again, that is the thing, is that you'll then have a party. If you try to make it so that you're the best possible you can be at avoiding fights. It means the fights you do have to do are harder. Yeah. Do I do shocking grasp or normal attack? I'll do normal attack. I think shocking grasp would have done more damage. What does that do? Attack him. I've been headbutted. Attack him. Maybe the headbutt blocks the... Okay, here's where things get really bad. Ooh. Don't push me off. Oh, he didn't do anything. Okay. Okay, so one just climbed up, right? Get back here, you rascal. There's two up here. Can't reach that one.
Watch and learn.
Okay. I'm gonna use Misty Step again and keep hitting these guys. Pew, pew. Pew. He's doing so much damage because they take extra psychic. Okay, so we're all up here. Okay, he's also gold now. I love gold. I'm going back down. The taste of it, the smell of it, the color. I even like gold so much I lost my genitals in a bizarre smelting accident. Is Will's shield glowing from an enchantment you did, or is it enchanted himself? It is. It just looks like this. The glow is him having arcane synergy, which is something he gets from one of his accessories. Like whenever he creates a condition on someone, he starts to glow, as far as I'm aware.
My faith will protect me.
Okay, so watch over those explosive hordes. There's only one. How many of these guys left? Two? One up top and one here. Okay. So take this guy out. Is there something you can do that does more damage? They're immune to poison. They take extra psychic damage and half necrotic. Do I just attack with my weapon? She doesn't do very good weapon damage. What about the big lady? What weaknesses does she have? No resistances. Okay. So I need to figure out a way to do the most damage I can. The classic idea is my spirit guardians. Hey, get over there.
Got to press on.
Pew. 9 is not very much. That wasn't very good. Do I need to heal? No. Okay, so this is where things are gonna get a little dicey. What did that do? Moral confinement? What was that? Whoa. Oh, he broke it, you bitch. I'm dead here for sure. He one-shot her. What? 454 damage. That's cool. I love it. Okay, so there's one more up here. I didn't even get like a saving throw? So there's an extra 170 slashing that happens afterwards. This is not good. The amount of damage she does, he's really good now, yeah. And the psychic damage has been really helpful in this time. The whole Act 2, the Paladin and the Cleric have been totally thriving, and Will is really good. And now Asterion is still like mobile and crafty, but he doesn't do as much damage as he did in Act 1, where he was like the most important guy. So everyone's kind of like role is changing, but the Paladin is like unstoppable with the purple armor.
Fleet of foot.
The more damage, the more health I have, the more gold I have, the more damage she does. So I'm getting absolutely blasted because I'm pretty rich right now. Nice. But I think I'm about to get slaughtered. Why didn't you hit him? Ow, what the fuck? I'm a pit. She turned me into a pile of ashes. I don't like that. Her health is under 207. Maybe I should kill her. Wait, she might have 7 health left if I destroy her armor. Wait a minute. Okay, they're both down here.
No holding back.
I think from here I should be able to get some shots.
Not now.
Beep 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 babo, I smell me espresso. Nice heal. Hit it! Zzz. Okay, don't do that because she's immune to necrotic. Okay, so she should be technically down. She's 107 health now. Oh! She's running around like a fool. What are we doing? He's alive. She did 2 damage there. Why? Is she weaker now? Oh. Okay, so. I didn't do enough damage there. Will?
Victor's path.
Pew! Okay. Okay, everything's fine. So, she has 7 health. We have no moves. I'm going to use Sanctuary on Asterion. End turn. You have no points left. Let's try to get down there. Maybe just stay here and take a pot shot next turn. What does she do? Summon Coin Halber? That's fine. She has 7 health. I repeat, she has 7 health. Okay.
I'm ready.
Battle favors the fearless. Make her a creature of sheer greed. Let her soul finally be at rest.
That was a crazy battle. 450 damage. Okay, everything's fine. So,
easy enough.
so now I got to use a. I guess I'll use a scroll. I don't think she has a spell slot for level 3 spells. Maybe she does.
Can't afford to stay idle.
She doesn't have a level 3 spell. So Revivify is a level 3 spell. So I don't have a level 3 spell slot. Do I have any sort of potions that can give me a level 3 spell slot? Just to like not have to spend the $200. I'll just spend the $200 obviously to get them. I just want 1 level 3 spell slot. Can I get? Is that something I can do? Additional level 1 spell slot. Boom. If I was really, really trying to like excel in every battle, I would certainly be using a lot more elixirs than I have been. Potion of Angelic Slumber gives me a 2-turn, gives me a long rest. This gives me 1st and 2nd level slots, which are not good enough. DBDB, ni mano, esta mi espresso. What's the point of doing a potion of sleep? I don't really understand. Okay, hold on, right back. So my lady has sort of like gets headaches around like these parts of her cycle, and it's always kind of like a day ruin or a couple of days, like 1 or 2 days a month, and she'll try like, I don't know, they gave her naproxen for a little while, or all these things that don't really work out. And I've been kind of like reading more about and like kind of like sniffing around the benefits of aspirin, essentially for its like anti-inflammatory qualities, essential. And she so far said the aspirin has been like the one that works the best. And she was like very, very doubtful of me using aspirin. I just like take like I don't know, I take half of one or a third of one like most days. And so for her to like get some benefits from it, it feels good. I'm glad about that. Okay, so I don't see anything here that gives me gain an additional level 3 spell slot. Is this worth using this? Superior Elixir of Arcane Cultivation? It's better just to use one of the... It's better just to use one of the scrolls, I think. You can use that later for like an actual fight. Okay, so just use a scroll. Why can't I do this on the roof? It's weird. Huh? What is this? Target is blocked? What are you saying? It's probably just better to go back to the camp, right? For 200 bucks? Isn't that better? Oh, Withers! Oh, I gotta talk to this little girl about her parents being dead too. Mayday.
Sure, why not?
Fate, dost thou require a new end? Thou must reach. This is the price. Well counted.
Nice.
I recommend keeping my distance.
So, Anne, we discovered that once she lost all her armor, it wasn't in fact that much cellulite. So you were in fact right. It wasn't a combination of the two.
Dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
All right.
Always ash and meat.
All right. Back and better than ever.
So you've always been a bone man?
In a sense.
I had to talk to this girl.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops?
Your parents are dead. I found their corpses.
No. No.
Sorry, kiddo.
I don't believe you.
I'm so sorry.
It isn't true. It isn't. Get away from me. Go.
I mean, I don't have to learn your druid tricks. I was just trying to like tell you what happened. Sorry.
That will fit in my pack.
I might get a bunch of gold here.
Pave my path with corpses.
Yeah, she's real skinny under that armor. Club, dagger, Toll House basement key, the rumor of Wreathwind. Tomb of Thorm, O veiled by night, reveal the means of Ketheric's might. It's true, all of it. The greatest treasures of them all lurks deep within Sepulchre's walls. So this is again something where they're implying that in the basement of the keep, there's the thing that is the key to Ketheric's immortality. Okay, so each of these 100 gold stacks represented 100 of her health.
Anything of use?
Will was like actually cracking these dudes with their psychic. Doubled psychic damage means Will one-shot nearly every single one of them. That was so sick. Good old Will, having his moment. Well, you know what? I do what I can, Anne. I'm just here for the larfs.
Seized inventory.
Well, we're not getting in this way.
We're making mad money here. Nice, there's gold everywhere. What do you do with this gold? Is there a way you can turn this against her? There's someone. Oh my god, I'm rich. I'm a thousandaire, as Tracy Morgan would say. That worked out pretty well. There's a lot of ways that could have gone so much worse than it did. I'm gonna be honest. Toll House Master Office Key, unsigned trade visa. Twist of Fortune. When you roll 2 or less with this weapon's damage die, re-roll it and take the new result. Nice. Morning Star, I'll take that. Oh my god, I'm rich. I really like, I was saying this yesterday, but I really like how a lot of times the benefit of killing the boss is not always the boss fight, but the treasure trove of loot afterwards. Oh my god, I have so much stuff to do. Hold on. Strength? I'm like getting really, I'm like really hard capped in TFT lately. Oh my god, 514 more gold. I'm really hard capped in TFT lately. Like when I get to high platinum, I just lose all my matches. Even when I have a good comp, I feel like I still lose. A lot of that's like kind of how things change over time, but I feel like I'm like totally capped in the game right now. There's a lot of new, they're changing items in this patch. There's like some new rerolls, but I just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I'm sort of like a little bit hard stuck. Shadow Cursed Vines. These are hard to kill. Psychic damage is nullified, so he's not gonna be able to do anything to this. Yeah. I can't do that much damage. Okay, let's keep looking around.
At the ready.
I think I already had that key. Oh my god, I'm so rich. Watch out.
That's curious.
What? If you find the safe, I'm inside. Had to shut myself in to avoid the shadows. There is no gold if you're thinking of killing me for it. Garen Gotham moved it all to our personal coffers, and I'm unarmed anyway. Just let me go out. Just let me out when the shadows are gone, and I'll find a way to repay you. I've only got 3 candles with me, so hurry. The combination of luck save has been written in big, bold handwriting below. Okay, big, bold handwriting below. So I don't want to open this up yet because the shadow curse is not gone. So I'll have to remind myself to. I have to do something here. Unlock after curse gone. Unlock after curse. Okay, have to remember that.
No traps, please.
Okay, so we're back here. A little more gold downstairs. What's in here? No traps, please. Okay. Here's the clerk's key. All right, Asterion.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Do your worst, bud.
There. Oh, for a skeleton key.
His dexterity's +4 now.
been more interesting times.
Glove of Battle Mage's Power. When you hit a target with a spell or cantrip that uses a weapon, you gain arcane acuity. Is that better than what Will has currently? Set to wear his dexterity core to 18. I mean, it's hard to say that's better than that.
I can do
Unless the weapon means that he only uses charisma as opposed to additionally his charisma. So let's check this door here. And I don't know how to break this. Shadow Curse Vines. I have to get back here afterwards. Okay.
Something over there.
There's also a heraldic cross here. I can't do anything with that. Rotten floorboards. This drops me down below. Okay. Okay, I got a shield. Absolute outfit. Absolute unit. Toll House Ledger. An official record of traders and goods passing through Reithwin, as well as the tolls collected organized by date. Every entry is made with precise strokes, and each page is stamped with a wax seal bearing the letters GT. As the pages progress, the record number of recorded traders and the collected toll dramatically dwindles. Water statue in my base.
Watch your back.
Still in control. Just.
All right, everyone, back up.
How delicious.
What happened?
Subtle steps.
What has happened?
All right, what now?
What has happened? Did I fuck that up by using fire on it? It says I destroyed rotten floorboards. What? What has happened? Is this a bug? Or did I like fix the rot?
On my way.
Oh. What just happened? That's weird, man. So did I just use the wrong thing to break it? Now I can't go down? Now, let's go down and see what happens downstairs. That's so weird. It says they destroyed it, according to the... You know, the stuff.
Forget it. It's blocked from behind.
God damn it. Okay, so over here, there's a tricky little door.
Never a dull moment.
That's really weird. It said the floorboards are destroyed. Okay, that worked. I guess that's your way out. So many goodies. The floorboards do show here. All right, well. Silver ingot, scroll of witch bolt. Gold and feathers. Ashes of Impatagium. All right, cool. We made it. All it took was a misty step. All right, fellas. I consider that successful. I made a solid 1,500 gold at the cost of 200. Okay, so can I get down further? That's just death. Okay. So it's over here. This is the way out.
What's inside?
Oh, did you discover my secret? Thank you, thank you. It's me and hers today. I decided I share it with my pet cat. Bok, 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 bok. Yeah, we have dinner plans tonight. And then, obviously, the weekend coming up. And then, a nice little party with the boys. Saturday night last week. So, we're doing pretty good. What made you remember? Another townhouse here, okay. Yeah, I figured I found her in October, and when I found her owner, they said she was 5 months old. So I just decided to give her the same amount as mine. Seemed appropriate. When I was a kid, I was an only child and a precocious one. So when it was someone else's birthday, I would be like, why do you get presents? Why can't I get presents? So I would get presents on my dad's birthday. That's how much of a spoiled, that's how much of like a spoiled only child I was. So now I can give her presents on my birthday. So it gives me, you know, makes it about someone else besides myself, which I appreciate. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what's next? Okay, this area's all done. What time is it? 4:17. My next two things are the morgue and the Grand Mausoleum. So let's do the morgue next. The problem is I don't really know how to get down there. Let's see what we can figure out. Yeah, it's not fair that you get to have a day that doesn't involve me. I think it's just unfair, personally. And you know what they say? The greatest gift is a gift given. Generosity is the greatest reward. Is that what they say? Something like that, right? Okay, so I need to go to the morgue. Where's that? Over there. Revenge is a dish best served cold? No, that's not right. Oh. 94, actually. Let's get it right. Still probably one of the greatest, probably still one of, like, I don't think it's just, like, old millennials who think that, who still say it's like still one of the best sports games ever made. I think it like legitimately still considered one of the best ones ever made. Although you couldn't like you couldn't really convince that to people who like have only played from like 2010 onwards probably. But maybe you could, I don't know. I heard an interesting perspective recently. I know. I have that game still. One of the all-time greatest sports games. I read it. I was listening to a Ryan Russillo podcast recently, who's like a basketball and football guy for The Ringer, who works with Bill Simmons, and he made an interesting point, being like, if you look at the way sports are now, with like television breaks, and like with the television breaks and the pauses for commercials and all these things, he was saying like there's like a certain argument that hockey is like the best viewership sport by virtue of how few interruptions there are. I was like, you're probably not wrong. There's like a wheelin' dealin' sort of like flow to it. Okay, so how do I get through here?
A hero at heart.
My faith will guide me.
Keep your distance, darling.
Soccer is good for that too, definitely. I don't watch soccer that much, but I really like it. I really like the idea of like how the thing that's so great about soccer is that like, because of the circumstances and how hard it is, it really does feel like every goal is kind of every goal is its own kind of minor miracle. I suppose the exception to this is if the teams are like vastly imbalanced in who's playing. It does kind of feel like every single goal is kind of like a miracle. And I really like that about it. Okay, so where is this ominous crevice? So where am I now? I guess I could use a scroll and just jump down. I think I have one of those like floating scrolls. Yeah, golf is good for like golf is good for like every time you kind of peep in, there's something to watch. I can't believe I only have one Featherfall scroll. It's kind of weird.
Keep a blade close. What now?
No time to rest.
I'm working late because I'm a singer. So where's that Featherfall scroll? I got another one. Nice. Okay.
Let's get going.
All right, folks. Am I ready for another fight? I think I probably am. My friend was basically giving me the advice that if I want to get into like just messing around at the driving range, it's better instead of just getting like 1 or 2 clubs. I love that song. I was just talking about it earlier. It's stuck in my head all the time. You can just to get a used set for like, we saw options that are good from like 250 to 350 on Kijiji. Yeah, I'm working late because I'm a singer. Something something. What was it saying? All right, folks.
Despite everything, we need to find a way forward.
We're jumping. Yeah, golf clubs. Okay, I guess the lawn guy's coming for the first time this year.
Defender of the people.
I'm gonna jump down and join my team in case I get knocked off and die or something. Okay, I probably should close the windows of this lab. That Sabrina Carpenter song is like one of my favorite pop songs I've heard in a few years. It's quite good. Okay, so ooze and armor. What does shadow animated mean? Animated by shadow. Got it. Very helpful. Okay, so Asterion. Fetid aura. What's that? All nearby creatures fall victim to the ooze's fetid fumes and take 1 to 6 damage per turn. Okay, that scares me more than the just the normal soldier. I did no damage there. So slashing is halved and thunder is halved. Okay. Okay.
This is my time.
Oh, I should have used shoot, I should have used a short rest to give him spell slots again. Okay, spread it a little bit.
Finding my way. Turn someone inside out.
All right, boys, come get it. He pulled me. Not like that. High defense. Poison and psychic is nullified. Acid and necrotic is halved. I guess just beat this guy up.
Strike hard, strike fast.
What now?
I'm gonna use Vow of Enmity on this guy. This guy's undead, right? Oh no, don't throw him. Maybe I should throw him. Construct. Okay, good. This guy's mad tanky. So what are these guys gonna do? Stay away from me, please. Good. Oh, they shoot twice per turn. Ochre Sputum. We're gonna take acid damage. Yeah, they were together for a while, weren't they? This is not good. Oh. Oh. Nyama me, nyama no, that's a me espresso. Pew.
Forever dauntless.
Stay with me, you rascals. Oh, strength drain. I don't like that at all. Okay, she has no level 3 spell slots left, so I don't have any of my AoE. %. Whoa. Okay, here's what's messing me up. These gloves should mean my ranged spell attacks are made as melee spell attacks when you're adjacent to a hostile creature. This effect will be toggled off. So why is this no longer a toggle? I don't really understand what happened.
Nothing important is ever easy.
What can I do this more damage? I do have arrows that do good against constructs, but I think I just kind of keep hitting this guy. Ugh. seem to be hitting everything. If anyone would not care about being like shown to be the bad guy in a video, I think he'd be up there. He's a solid rascal. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of AoE, which will make this easier. Okay, I'm a little worried about Shadowheart. They seem to hate her, but it seems to be working out fine. Okay, keep shooting this guy. 35%. These things explode?
On the victor's path.
Oh, there's the shadow.
Concentrate.
Blood comes easy these days.
Okay, so my problem here is that Shadowheart's in a bit of trouble.
Can't afford to
Maybe we should just drink a potion.
Behold, the dance.
Just a little guy, though.
got to focus.
Drink it. Why can't you drink it? Oh, cancel and turn, right? My bad. You did it? Okay, good.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Hit him! Boom! Ah! 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 Ah!
No holding back. Might will prevail.
Concentrate.
Where do I go from here?
Yeah. Come on. Damn. He gets one more turn. Pseudolopod? Everything's fine.
A little help, please.
Pew. Alright, well, we got kind of smoked there.
Let's move.
Off we go then.
Off we go then. What are we, orcs? Protective plate. Uncommon heavy armor. Nice. Sweet. Okay, so...
Time to pack it in for the day, I think.
So once I'm down here, I don't actually know the way to get back up.
Should mind my step.
Well, I can climb to here, and then what, I wonder? See what happens. Classic. So, oh, I can just climb this way? Okay, let's go see where this goes.
Step lightly.
So I can't jump over there. I could give him a strength buff. I could use an arrow of transposition to get over there. I think you can just jump over there, right?
Distance throb, blood whispers.
No, not from here. I came from the other way. Maybe not. I'm working late because I'm a singer. I feel like they say here I can jump here, but I think I will in fact die if I do that. Okay, I'm going to deal with that later. So for now, let's go exploring.
Have I been this way before?
Let's see where this goes. Everything's always classic. This is the joy of the world. Everything is classic. Where does this take me? Ominous crevice. Where's this? Have I been here before? What? Oh, I remember this place. There's some crafty dudes in here. I mean, you can't reach the destination. What's wrong with you? Okay, so we found our way to the ominous crevice. The inn is right there. There's like a bunch of like merman weirdos here. So I might as well do this now that I'm here. Because you know, why not?
Time to press ahead.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, what did you say? All of us failed the perception check? We're about to get ambushed.
Can't risk being in open view.
Tracks. Moving.
Keep it together. Moving in.
There they are. Oh, they're crafty. Cursed Kuotoa Chief. This is actually crazy. This is a lot of guys. I mean, one thing is good is that Will gets the first turn. I still don't understand why I can't use this. I'm going to include my guy in this to give myself better protection. And I'm going to stay right here. I stole my weapon. Okay, this should slow them a little bit. And we should be able to get some good AoE. I don't know. I can't believe Asterian's in battle. I must have... There's so many dudes here. I think this battle might kill me. There's way more guys over there too. Mayday. Okay. I think you just fire freely here. So she has her sunbeam, which I'm going to need to use at some point because there's a lot of dudes over here. Those guys are the little ones. So I wonder whether I try to nuke these guys to the best of my ability. I don't think I have any AoE spells right now. How many does this hit? I think if I go here, I can hit 4. Nice shot. Do I use Sanctuary on him? No, he gets a turn soon. Maybe I'll attack first with him. What are these guys? Cursed zombie. These are zombies? These are undead? Okay. I only have 1 smite left. Might as well use it. Good shot, good shot. And then bleed him. Good. And then I think I'm going to try to back up out of this area. Can she get out of here? Why can't you go this way? What the? Is she out of it? Is she in it? I can't tell. Use Sanctuary on him because he's lower. Let's see if we can survive this. Alright, here comes the storm. Didn't they say at work, they said that you're only going to be like there for like a little bit? But this is less time than you thought, right? These guys are really, really trapped by this, which is good. Okay, so now you use Hunger of Hadar again here. Okay, and then back up this way.
Fleet of foot.
And then try to finish these guys off, I think. What does it mean that they're drenched? What does that mean? Melee attacks inflict wet on the target, okay. Okay, so these are the guys I'm a little worried about. Nice. Nice. So the ground is electrified, huh? Is that from... Okay, so she has no AoE spells currently. But the thing is working now. Why was it not working before? These guys immune to necrotic. Lightning and cold is doubled.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay, do your best. It's not doing very much damage. Jesus. Okay, good. That's a lot of damage. I think they're weak to cold. They might not be able to make it to me. This is really good. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Okay. They're missing everything, which is nice. I don't care from that. The situation at work is really complicated because they're saying they don't need too many people in one place. There might be 2 workplaces there, but no one knows for sure. Yeah. That's annoying. Alright, get in there. Start stabbing people. Ah. Okay, she's really like... Okay, so he's invisible. I think you just go over here. I think you just fire again. Good crit, good crit. Okay, these guys are not having a lot of success hitting me. They're so blinded for some reason. Okay, so just keep attacking people. She's not doing much, but she has no spells, it's fine. Whatever. They miss everything. This could be really bad if they were... maybe it's a level thing. He's kind of cracked, man. The flaming sword, I haven't found anything that's better than it yet. So it's basically like the entire game has been like using this weapon, and I'm not complaining at all because it looks the most paladin-like. I've seen a couple lately that are big expensive ones that are like, hey, maybe this will be good, but the flaming sword is still king. So yeah, if you're starting this game and you are playing a paladin or some other great sword style class, if you have someone who has the command spell to get the guy to drop his weapon, it is very much worth trying for. So many damn weeds in the yard. Cleaned up the 2 worst parts of the yard. Like, is it the part that's grassy, Nick? Or is it, like, gardeny parts? Because I'm in this weird part now where one of our 2 garden beds, I planted a bunch of wildflowers in, so I don't really want to clean the weeds, even the ones I know are weeds, because I'm worried that the other plants are going to be like... I'm gonna pull up the wrong stuff. That's some real, like, homeowner, I have a yard type stuff, is knowing which things are weed and which things are the things you planted. I love that. Okay, this battle's so far a lot easier than I thought it would be. I just electrocuted myself. Not ideal. That's extra damage. A lot, too. I should have used that earlier. Oh. Mostly dandelions? What happens if, like, you just leave the dandelions? What's the worst thing that happens? I still have 6 hours to sleep, so we're gonna go. Alright, see you, buddy. I'm glad that you're getting some sleep. This has been a slaughterhouse. Having watched Star Wars A New Hope, like last weekend or the weekend before, whatever it was, I've realized that my Chewbacca impression is somewhat flawed, because my Chewbacca impression, generally speaking, has had a lot of the vibrato, just being like... But if you actually listen to what Chewbacca sounds like, it's more like... There's a lot less of the... In most of the Chewbacca impressions, it's more like... It's a little closer to that. So I learned a lot. Hunt completed. What does that mean? Oh, yeah. Hunt completed can use a bonus action to reapply Hunter's Mark to another target. Interesting. Oh! Oh! So if you use Hunter's Mark and you keep getting kills, you can chain it without using extra spell slots. That's so sick. I didn't know that. Clamshell, tumors, money. Love that. Rope, pearl, putrefied tumor. What do I do with all these tumors? It's not a tumor. Fish head, delicious. Lightning jabber, nice. They turn into millions, so they don't just head to use the bag with the mower, so they don't just fall down and reseed themselves. They turn into millions of seeds. The dandelions will eventually kill your grass. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, the answer is always that it's better to have a yard that doesn't rely on the purity of grass. You know what I mean? I know that's hard to do. But to find some sort of way to have like a wild area. These guys all got a pearl. They're all chilling. Oh, we got a level. Ooh, look at us. I'm so rich. Like, that's kind of like my dream. Is I don't really care about the manicured lawn and the pure green. One, because often it takes a lot of pesticides and stuff to make that happen. Or the huge amount of legwork you're talking about, though I'm sure you know a lot about what you're doing. But, like, have more shrubbery, bushes, trees. This is where the good stuff is. I'm encumbered. I knew it. It's really funny in this game that you can be encumbered and still fast travel. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Am I still encumbered? Really?
to waste.
What to do?
Nice.
Dream in red.
There's a note here.
Gone fishing. Catch you later, Ellis.
Oh, Ellis, you rascal. This house has been gone for a while, pal. Okay, so I think there's some stuff over here to sniff out. This is upper level here. This takes you to the back way. Okay, got it. You can climb up here, presumably. How many will die today? Echoed in red. I really like that, like, his internal monologue is just mayhem and death. It's so badass. Just in his own head. His party members think he's, like, you know, relatively normal, but in his head he's like, blood, guts, and murder. They're like, I'm sorry, what were you muttering? Nothing. I'm a paladin. I'm very... Everything's nice with me. Alright, well, off to sleep. Dreams of red and blood. I'm sorry, what was that? Okay, before I do this, is there a... What am I saying? Is there a... There is. I can teleport back here. So I'm gonna go to the base and sell my stuff, because I got a lot of bullshit in my inventory after that place. I'm so rich!
I have something to ask.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
She has money again, nice. Okay. Echoed in red. Strike out greedily, dealing an additional 3 slashing damage per 300 gold that the target possesses. The gold will be consumed. Wait. I can't believe she didn't use this on me in a way that, like, murdered me. Like, this didn't take my money. It is cool that it's cool that the Toll House lady had this weapon, though. I think a lot of this stuff I can get rid of. There's a lot of stuff here that I should get rid of. Alright, well, we're so rich. I can't believe it. I wonder if the narrator is a character in this game? That's a good question.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
She's like, you want me to do another character? I already have the most lines in the goddamn game. Haven't I done enough for you people? Yeah, but if it was like a... It's a funny idea you're saying, though. Like, if this was like a 90s game, or like a 2000s game, you'll be like... Anywhere you go, like in Deus Ex, or one of those games, or especially original Half-Life, you're like, is that guy doing both voices? Bethesda games are classic for that as well. There's like 9 voice actors doing like 35,000 characters. I love that. Okay, so a couple things. Do I want to change in my... I feel like I got some sweet gear here for my camp set. Homely clothes, glass goblet, comfortable red shirt. Comfortable autumnal outfit? No, definitely not. Mellow black shirt, but it's not a black shirt. I like this one a lot. I don't like these snugglesome ones. Swarthy Wayfarer and cream. I like the blue better. The blue with the cream. I feel like Ghostface. Blue and cream. Absolute outfit. That looks terrible.
Sharp as ever.
Why is his stomach showing in his shirt? It's really weird. She's wearing Minthara's clothes, which I'm fairly fine with, and his clothes are just so good you can't possibly improve on them. Okay, this is all fine.
No one's stopped me yet.
I'm gonna talk to my teammates. It's been a while. What's up, mama?
I should speak up.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
He's being nice to me finally. I never asked, are you Cazador's only spawn, or are there others like you?
Cazador, sired 7 spawn. Me and my 6.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
brothers and sisters. I was one of his first. Some of the others came years later. He was a monster to us all, but did take special pleasure in my pain. He said my screams sounded sweetest.
Astarion's like personality is somewhat of a coping mechanism.
Now that I'm gone, I don't know. I pity the other 6.
Alright. How's Will doing? I haven't checked in on my boy for a while. Lift the shadow curse. Speak to Halsin.
Forward.
Okay. He's got the kiddo here with him, right?
Well met.
My outfit is so handsome. Look at this guy. This is like, he has brown hair and he's a bit heavier, but this is very much what like Rand al'Thor kind of seems like to me in the Wheel of Time books. Ain't nothing here. Let's talk to Halsin. Everyone's always wearing tunics with nice calves. That's the Wheel of Time. That's the Wheel of Time classic.
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy thing. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in 2 when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained.
Oh, I should do that now too.
Amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Can it be undone?
Perhaps. If we can find Thaniel's lost half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
I have a funny idea. Know what that is? I met a sort of shadow child before, a little boy named Oliver, around Thaniel's age.
And you saw this boy yourself.
Okay.
That can't be a coincidence, but we need to be sure. And I truly mean we, if you wish. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
All right, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've
Did he just say the same line twice in a row there?
Without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Against the curse, against the absolute.
I'm not going to start using him until the end of the chapter, but it's good that he's here.
Just say the word.
Stay here for now.
I'll be ready.
Nice, okay. I got my Act 3 boy coming up. Okay, I'm going to talk to Shadowheart.
You know, I've been catching myself smiling more lately. I think that's your fault.
I am quite handsome. End of the chapter. We'll do a little plowing. See if I can get back in there what I failed before. You and I, we share something special. I think I want to talk about it. These are lame ass options. I can't make up to this. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
It's a lot to process. Nautiloids, tadpoles, the escape, the wilderness.
And then she'll be my kept woman when Halsin joins my party.
Entire land under the sway of
I know, I might
Lady
use her
Shell's
sometimes.
power. Honestly, I think I'm caught for words.
What will you do if we manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us not to stay together if we get on well? Where would you go?
Home. Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family, a friend, a lover?
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Is it her sister or something? Okay. Okay, so, nap time. I kind of forget that, who it's supposed to be. What's a partial rest? It's like only a little bit of health and no spell slots, right?
Leave me alone.
Okay. Withers, do you have any thoughts on this?
Dost thou require a new ally?
Not to be rude, but what are you? It's been a while.
Many answers to that question. None are important.
Focus on the divine energy you feel from his presence. Oh! Well, can't win them all.
There is a great divine energy indeed, but the source is unclear.
Alright, you win this round, Withers. Prick. Okay. I think the Dark Urge stuff only comes as the story progresses. I don't think it's like a random incident. My sleeps have been pretty problematic lately. Alright.
Defender of the people.
Okay, time for my level ups. And then we do this morgue. That's probably it for today. I have dinner at 7. It's 5 now. New feat available. Damn. Prepare spells. There's nothing new. Damn, he still has level 2 spells. That's so ghetto. Phone running low on battery and got to wrap up this packing. I'll see you next stream, perhaps next week, because I'm taking mother and father to Universal Studios, monkey face. Alright, take care of yourself. Good luck with your packing. And let's try to get a phone call in this week. I want to hear how things are going. I want to hear some deets. So have a good time. I guess maybe it'll be later. When are you going to Universal Studios? Okay. Do I do ability improvement here? When you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. Attacks with melee weapons you're proficient with and wielding in both hands can deal an additional 10 damage at the cost of -5 attack roll penalty. You can toggle this on and off. Interesting. 15th to 16th? Okay, so maybe next week then. Okay, see ya. Take care of yourself. Martial Adept. Medium Armor Master. Mobile. What do I have? Savage Attacker? I probably just want the 2 strength. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, I'll send you a calendar invite. Did you see the Desperado films? Is Desperado the mid-90s movie with Antonio Banderas? Spell Sniper, Tavern Brawlers, Tough. Warcaster, Weapon Master. Okay, so this looks like Great Weapon Master or just the raw crit. When you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action. Okay, so what did I do first? I did Savage Attacker, which means I want to do this because I can hit more often. And then Great Weapon Master. You land a crit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you make another melee attack as a bonus action that turn. To me, I think I should probably just do ability improvement and increase my strength by 2 here. And then do Great Weapon Master finally. I've seen the first one. I don't even think I knew there was multiples. Replace spell, gain dispel, gain dispel. Blight, Dimension Door, Dominate Beast, Greater Invisibility, Staggering Smite. I don't think these are the ones. I think he's mostly used mobility. Grant flight, remove curse. Right amount of action on blood and witty humor in TNA. What about TNA and D? Do they have dicks? Is Desperado the one where there's like he has like a briefcase with guns in it and one of them is like a joke of like that weaponized dildo from a Quentin Tarantino movie? Or is that from Dusk Till Dawn? Who directed Desperado? Was it Robert Rodriguez? Okay, I don't really want any of these spells. Do you blink? Obviously I want a level 4 spell, right? Dominate Beast? Dimension Door? Teleport yourself and up to one adjacent ally to a place you can see? That's kind of sick, actually. I don't really care about this plant one. Let's do Dimension Door. Replace spell. Out. Hold person. I'm not going to use that. For what? Yeah, the guitar gun. That's the one. And then I guess I'll take Dominate Beast. Or should I use Invisibility for Astarion? I can't imagine this will ever be like the spell slot I want to use when Hunger of Hadar exists. I'll do Dominate Beast. Sure, why not? And then a feat. I've already done ability improvement, haven't I? No, I have not. What have I done so far? Huh? You can do ability improvement each time? Up to a maximum of 20. Okay, never mind. Charger, crossbow expert, defensive duelist, dual wielder, dungeon delver, durable, elemental adept. I think Savage Attacker, probably. For sure. Alright. I actually get so happy with the more noble your armor looks in this game. I'm so happy with my guys looking good. Yeah, Robert directed Desperado. Yeah, he directed Dusk Till Dawn too. Have you seen the two like the double feature that him and Tarantino did? So Planet Terror and Death Proof? I assume you have, right? Class features, level 4 spell slot unlocked, actions, Divine Strike, Necrotic. Once per turn, deal 1d8 necrotic damage in addition to your weapon's 4.9 bludgeoning damage when you make a melee attack. Okay, so here's another reality, is that for this entire Act 2, I should probably be doing a different kind of cleric than the Death Domain cleric. Because this necrotic damage is, like, not useful. She's Warcaster. I should maybe just... I think maybe bump her wisdom up. You gain a +2 bonus to dexterity saving throws while wielding a shield. Sentinel always tempted me for her. You gain advantage on opportunity attacks, and when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, you can no longer move for the rest of its turn. Interesting. This Mage Slayer I might use for Asterion. I guess it's just ability improvement, and then I'll probably do Sentinel last. I actually might re-roll her at a death domain. Quentin gets accused of copying others' films a lot. By who? There's almost no one on the planet who knows more about movies than him. So there's an argument that it would be like paying tribute more than copying, right? Okay, so what did he use last time? What did I do last time for him? I just did ability improvement. So for him, it's like mobile is tempting. Or Mage Slayer. It's probably mobile. Let's just double check all these. Savage Attacker. Always good. But then again, he does do a lot of archer shots. I think Mage Slayer is a little too specific. I think it's mobile. Okay, so do I redo Shadowheart? Because Death Domain does not fit Act 2. I mean, she's been very effective, don't get me wrong.
What's next?
It's just that a lot of her extra stuff is... I'm going to do it. Just to see what it looks like. Because all this necrotic stuff doesn't fit this area. It's gonna be kind of annoying to do everything again, but it can't be that bad. Withers, I've got to redo. Like there's a channel called I think it's called, there's a channel on YouTube called I think James Whale Bake Sale.
Breathe, child. Resist not the winds of change. Let them carry.
What have we here?
No.
Come on, kiddo. You can get it.
Listen. Dost thou not hear it? Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being.
What a poetic line.
Balance.
So he's teaching her how to be a druid, I guess, essentially.
I can't. Balance.
Come on, kiddo, grow up. It's hard.
Your soul is tangled in shadow. Arabella's magic, wild as cursed briar. Her talent is now yours too.
What has happened?
The girl must learn the ways of the arcane, but she shan't remain here.
Where will she go then?
The weave knows her purpose.
She's young, man. I don't know.
Her plainly, if she listens. Arabella holds a power beyond reckoning. That of the decaying forest and the seedling that bore it. But it is unbalanced. Her yoke is already heavy. If she walks thy path, it will surely break.
Why is this Shadowheart's choice?
Depart once thou dost leave these accursed lands. She will find her way safely. Thus, it is fated.
Bowman, you're making me leave.
Fear not, girl. Abandon not the weave, and it shall not abandon thee.
Thanks, Pops. You can trust Withers. If he says you'll be safe, you should believe him.
You grief fade as if it were your There is a lightness in her now, veiling the power within, soothing it.
Is that my future? Is that why they died?
It is.
It's wonderful. Thank you, Bone Man, for being nice.
Stop calling me Bone Man.
If there are people like you around, perhaps everything will be all right.
So I kind of don't want Shadowheart to get these powers. Oh, I got a ring? Wait. Oh. That's very convenient. This saves me a spell slot. Okay. So, give that ring to Will. This seems very good with Hunger of Hadar, but this is better. So now I have the Shadow Blade without using a spell. That's so sick. Wow, that's really convenient. I love that. Okay, I'll be right back in a second. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, kitty. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Cat-based interlude. All right, I got a little while more to go. I got a little bit more time than this. I'm gonna reset my thing now, so I don't have to do it later. Okay, so let's see if I can do a redo here. It's not very expensive to do.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh.
I haven't seen the thing with mics randomly muting themselves. Once in a while, OBS will stop noticing my microphone after an update. Isn't it about the flesh? It's about companionship.
Recall that in time, all becomes dust.
I'm getting lectured by Withers again. But I'm getting lectured by Bone Man. He's just jealous. Okay, can I...
Fate, dost thou require?
Okay, can you help me change my class?
Or as thou desire.
It's only one turn. Okay, cleric, cantrips, spells, domain spells, class features, subclass, command and sleep, life domain, bless and cure wounds, light domain, cantrips, light domain, fairy fire, nature domain, cantrip, shillelagh, Shillelagh, speak with animals, animal friendship, tempest domain, thunder wave, trickery domain, War Domain, Divine Favor, Shield of Faith. Let's look at the subclass features. Reaper. Your necromancy cantrips that target only one creature can target additional creature. Knowledge Domain. Subclass features. Your devotion empowers your healing spells. When casting a healing spell, the target regains additional 8 hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level. That's insane. Light Domain. Shield yourself with Divine Light. Use your reaction to impose disadvantage on an attacker, possibly causing their attack to miss. That's quite good. Nature Domain. Acolyte of Nature. Druid cantrip. Tempest. As a reaction, strike back an attacking creature, dealing lightning or thunder damage. Lightning or thunder? What? The target takes half damage on a successful saving throw. Trickery. War Domain. Okay, I'll do light. Abilities, fine. Okay, let's do my 8 level ups. I want a Windows update where Windows stops advertising to me. Can I get that? Okay, drop inflict wounds, pick up. This is all fine. Healing word, doesn't matter. I'm just gonna change these things over time. Command, blah blah blah. Can I get a thing so I can keep using Windows 10 for a while on my old computer? Light domain spells, flaming sphere, and scorching ray. Class features, more spell slots. Prepare spells. Drop prayer of healing. Pick up blindness or silence. Never use silence, but I'll keep using that one. I like Sanctuary. The things that annoy me, I know you're saying that you think Windows 11 is good and you like Windows 11. I find Windows 11 annoying because I feel like they're frequently like resetting my most used apps to try to like recommend me the things they want to recommend me. I just feel like it's like a invasive program that's constantly trying to like get me to use things they want me to use as opposed to just like catering itself to my usage. That's what I find annoying. Cantrips, Blade Ward, Bursting Sinew, Produce Flame, Thaumaturgy, gain advantage on intimidation and performance checks. I could have been using that the whole time. I use intimidation checks. That would have been so good. I use intimidation checks all the time. Prayer of Healing. Old person is good. Doesn't really matter. What did I use on her? I used Warcaster. I should just do ability improvement right at the jump. Maybe I will, Nicholas. Maybe I will. Destroy Undead. Wow, I could have been using all this. This is so sick. Prepare spells. I was using the Death Domain because I heard it was good and it's new. And it kind of fits her personality a little bit to be the Dark Cleric. But this stuff would have been a lot more useful for this whole area. Give myself a free advantage on intimidation rolls this whole time would have been pretty good. And it might even have saved me at the end of Chapter 1. We'll never know. Protection from energy. Revivify. No. So we'll use Beacon of Hope and Spirit Guardians for now. Drop command for... Mass Healing Word. I can't believe it. Well, duly noted. Class features, channel divinity charges, subclass feature, improve warding flare, prepare spells, drop protection from energy, pick up. I never really use animate dead. This is a lot easier than I thought. Light domain spells. Oh, I get Guardian of Faith for free. Nice. Repair spells. Drop Speak with the Dead. Pick up Death Ward or Banishment. I'll keep Freedom of Movement even though I don't think it's that good. I haven't used it yet, but I always forget about it. Subclass features, potent spellcasting. You can add your wisdom modifier to the damage you do with cleric cantrips. This is so good. What the fuck? Banishment is good. Death Ward is good too. Death Ward feels more cleric-y, so I'll use that. And then I've already used ability improvements, so I'll use Mage. I'll use Warcaster because the concentration advantage. All right, wow, this is actually probably better. This again, the advantage on performance checks thing is blowing my fucking mind.
Give up now.
Okay, so here's one thing I was worried about as I was peeing. So here's the problem. This is a weaker Shadow Blade than this. So why did the long rest not work last time that I could use the tentacle spell? So that's the problem, is that this Shadow Blade is in fact weaker than this Shadow Blade because this one gets upcasted. So I can't actually use this ring. Well, you can't win them all. Oh well. Okay, so now let's go find Thaniel, and then I'll do the underground morgue area. Oh, level 8. Look at us. Let's go find Thaniel, shall we? He is where? Up here.
Must be on my way.
So why do I have aid now as a spell? Oh, I'm level 8, so this gave me a new spell. Better to have lesser restoration. The rest of these are fine. Okay, nice. It's crazy they only have 2 levels of spells, but they're so good. Look at all these.
Blade at the ready. What a day.
Rogues are so simple.
Nothing hurts anymore.
I only have 365 camp supplies. Holy cow. Is this the first time in my entire life I'm gonna have to do this myself?
Path lies before me.
Alright, Thaniel. I can't believe I could have got advantage on persuasion text this whole time. Intimidation ones. Ugh.
I want a challenge.
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable.
I wonder if this is easier if you bring Halsin.
Warped by the curse.
Go on, find someone else to play with.
I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel.
Spoil sport.
Come on, kiddo.
I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Really? Like it or not, you don't belong here.
Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Do I need Halsin? Or do I have another fight? Do I have to find him somewhere?
He's gone. And we need to follow.
He'll feel the safety. What was that? Shadow portal, okay. That was weird. We all here? Whoa. Any damage done against Oliver will reflect. Any damage done against Oliver will reflected twofold at the attacker. I found a spelling error. Okay. Shadowed Spirit of the Land, receive conditions, legendary action, Vengeful Playmate. Who is the shadowy Spirit of the Land? Vengeful Playmate. Level 1 Tiefling. Once per round, when one of Oliver's summoned shadows is destroyed, he can immediately envelop the nearby area in the Wasting Quiet, which is silenced and take every turn damage. What does he take extra damage from? Radiant. The Night Dome. What are these two doing? Okay, so I think if you take this out, then you take out the Night Dome afterwards? The damage is reflected. This is weird. This is saying any damage done against Oliver will be reflected twofold at the attacker. So what happens if I kill these things? And then if I look at him, once per round, when one of his shadows is destroyed, he can immediately envelop the nearby area in the wasting quiet. So what do I do here? If I attack this thing, I'm going to kill myself. Okay, I'm nice and mobile now.
On the victor's path. Coming through.
I'll make my own fun.
So what happens here?
And my own friends.
Okay, I want to look at her new ability. Okay. Sure. What is the trick with these little guys? I gotta examine them. I have all these new spells. I'm just gonna go for my standard Spirit Guardians and run around. That's the Wasting Quiet. So that does 4 damage each to the thing. Got it. Who took damage there? No one really.
They're dying for me.
It's pretty effective.
Another day, another fight.
Once per turn.
Should have just left me alone. Spoil my fun. I'll teach you a lesson.
Yes, here.
You want to play? Let me show you my favorite toy.
Uh-oh. New summons. Fluffy Memory. A large owlbear. Mayday. What did he just do? More of these guys? She still got her thing. There's a lot of shit going on here. 2 people fell asleep. Okay, what's happening here? Improved warding flare? Yeah. Wow, this cleric is so sick right now. Okay, she's got to just run around. Oh, shit. What hit her? The stupid thing? Fuck. Okay, so... Can't cast spells inside the Wasting Quiet. So get out. So does everyone have Arabella's spell? Just her. Okay, I need to heal myself here. Who's my best player? Does he have the legendary action playmate currently? No, he's already used it, I think. Okay, I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna use this again. Hold on. Should I use Guardian of Faith? Maybe I should. Actually, I think spell is just so good here that I should just use it again. Oh boy, it's getting a little spicy. Do you wake up because you're sleeping? I'm not worried about him. He's got Vengeful Playmate back. But where does it go? I want to find, where does Vengeful Playmate go? The nearby area in the Wasting Quiet. So I don't want to be near here. So I think you do a little pot shot on this guy here. It's fine. And then you run over here and take this guy out.
This way.
That was 60. Okay, so the big ones seem better. It's getting a little crazy though. Okay, my guys are up.
Today you fool.
Not ideal. I don't think he's the one they're going to attack. So I don't feel a need to really use Blazing Retaliation here, because he's not isolated. What's he doing this time? More kiddos? Okay. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, what does she do with her turn here? Kill more of these guys. I have a nice shot. It's only 2. 3 rays of fire is useful here. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty good. Shadowheart feeling like a pile of excellence here. I'm gonna go for this guy. What did I just do? Why can't I?
Can't slow down.
Oh, because I was asleep or something? Is that why? Okay. Did I use... I used the wrong one. Oh, it's a shame. Okay. My bad. They have the same... Okay, avoid those shots. Thank you. They're good at avoiding the thing. Yeah, go for Will. That's fine. That's less fine. Okay, keep... I'm gonna take this guy out if I can. No, just keep shooting the little guys. Does he have legendary action right now? Yeah, we're in the new turn. Okay, so I don't want it to be over there. Wow, the Wasting Quiet keeps accumulating. How long does this last for? Whoa. Okay. Okay, it can't be on Shadowheart. I can't let her be silenced. So fire in the kiddo. This is kind of crazy.
Yes.
His mobility is insane right now. Okay, forget the kid.
Let my enemies fall.
I should have used Hexblade here, I think. Okay. Can I kill him with this? Probably not. But I can try. Only did 2. Okay. What's next? More kids. How much life? 120? What has happened? Okay. I think if I go here, I can get 2. Maybe I should go to heal first and then run that way. I won't be able to heal from inside there. I can only heal with this. The problem here is the Guardian might just take damage.
Got to move.
Okay, we're in pretty good shape. Only 2 more of these.
Stand in my way.
I can just hit it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get out of this and heal myself.
They're watching me.
Okay, whatever. Hit him.
Battle favors the fearless.
Oh.
2 steps at a time. Today you fall.
Okay, this is fine. There we go. So they just summoned it right into her thing.
And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Okay. You have what you want, but it's not what you need. Thaniel, he's your friend, your kin. He's you. You have to grow up, kiddo.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time.
Oh, I see.
I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
No one's to blame here. The curse tore you two apart. Now you can be reunited.
But would he even want me back?
Oh. Pretty easy dialogue question so far. Change is good. That's what growing up is all about. Together you two become more than you were before.
So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore.
Yeah, you'd be good.
I'd have someone real.
And you'll look a little better than you do right now.
And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it.
It's nice.
Bye.
Asterion does not approve. Only one of my actual party members approved. Shadowheart's like, I don't care. I think you're a little too nice to the kid. Okay.
I'm fading fast. I must. I'll feel that one later.
That was a lot of spell slots for Shadowheart, but to be fair, she did literally all of the work.
Keep your distance, darling.
I've got a long road ahead.
Careful, I bite.
Isn't there like a potion of angelic slumber I could use? Why do you have these arrows? Should I give her this? I guess I'm being a little bit precious about the spell slots. Doesn't really matter. Okay, back to Halsin.
They should all be running.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping.
They don't look that similar.
He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
Okay.
Seems like a good moment to talk. Nathaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
What happened to Oliver exactly? Did Nathaniel absorb him?
No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Nathaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Nathaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does.
What now? You got what you wanted after all.
Indeed, but we cannot yet say the same for you. I promised I would help you, and I intend to keep that promise, however I can. Who knows what awaits us in the city and beyond, but we shall face whatever may come as staunch allies and unwavering friends.
Attaboy. Alright.
And I am glad to be at your side. I just hope an old bear can prove to be of some service to you.
Do you want to flirt with Halsin? No, I'm good.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
Alright. What does that mean? Okay, back into the world. Let's do that underground part where Zevlor is supposed to be. I don't think I really need... I'm kind of tempted to use this potion thing. She needs... What spell slots does she miss? She's used like all of hers, level 3.
Everything is clear.
I don't think this is really worth it. I only have one of these.
What's next?
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going the way it is and just see how this all goes. Okay, so this is all covered. Moonrise Towers. Moonrise Towers. Sister Lidwin. Okay, so now we're gonna do that weird crevice and go down under the morgue, which I believe is over here.
Have to keep pushing.
There's still that animal sound. Where does that come from?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oh.
Something over there.
A little treat for old Tommy, eh? Don't mind if I do. Alright. I gotta use my oath before I forget. The advantage of the oath, this oath does actually have advantages for the way that I play, which is that basically we're just like a death ball who stays together. You can never really stay together that well, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Does Will have his weapons? Everything's fine here. Okay. The original Stalker trilogy is getting a free remaster. Is it like sort of like the upscaled one, kind of like the controversial Half-Life from a little while ago? There is a treasure chest here. I think they made it purposeful that you can't jump there. Even with my new strength score. Okay, let's see if this works.
Mind never quiet.
I think this is me falling. Let's see. Oh, it worked. Nice. Sick. If I can throw this off the cliff, I can pick it up down there. Wow. Can't make it back. I think this is gonna fuck up again. I'm gonna fall and die. That's so crazy. Don't mind me, I just have improbable jumping strength. Where's that chest? Here it is. Alright, there you go, Asterion. Do your magic. That is really funny. Put it on my back and still leap up, like 10 meters. That is satisfying, I gotta say. Whenever a creature deals melee damage to the wearer, the creature takes 1 to 4 acid damage. I still have 2 people without cloaks, don't I?
Where am I needed?
Whatever comes.
Nice. Okay. The Red Prince cloak is so goddamn handsome that he will continue to wear that. But now she's got a little acid in her repertoire.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together.
The hero at heart. Can't give up now.
Okay. So, I mean, can I do this in 30 minutes? Probably, right? Pull yourself together. Is this acid? Wait. There's nothing down here. I thought this was like the way to like where Zevlor is or something. Huh? This is just like a pit. Wait. Why can I jump but not move? What is happening? Okay, so there's nothing here. I guess the thing I'm thinking about is under Moonrise. It is under Moonrise, right? That's where the tieflings are. Okay, so that means I'm probably done for the day, because I don't want to do the cleric, the Shar temple without more time. And I think that's basically like the last meaningful thing to do in the map. So, that was a pretty good run. Is there anything else here that it occurs to me I could do? Is this guy gone? I should have bartered with him. Maybe I did. So there's nothing in that morgue. There's just a fight at the bottom. And just some random dudes. Okay. I don't think I can deal with that sister. Maybe I can steal from her? But I can't think of anything else. Act 2 seems largely cleared. I could maybe go through the entire I'm not going to do it, but like the only thing I could really do that's backwards progress is going through the Underdark and to clear that area. Because I didn't actually do the Underdark. That's all good. So only Shadowheart got that spell. Cast this upon shadow and undead creatures to entangle them. This is another very good monk and another very good cleric thing.
Live in more interesting times.
Pretty good. I actually really have, in both playthroughs, I've really enjoyed the cleric. Okay, so split off Asterion. Go behind her.
Step at a time. Ready or not. The softest touch.
I mean, nothing too crazy here.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow? Out of sight, out of mind. If not over.
Let's get here before she clues in.
The thief's been emptying pockets around here. You might want to allay some suspicions before.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean. Are you suggesting I'm responsible? I know nothing about it.
Your honesty speaks for itself. It seems you're free to go.
What? Didn't he get it?
Let's chew the fat.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Hello. Did he not get those? I don't really know how pickpocketing works. I stole 2 more. Nice. Okay, so I guess she just believed him because he's charismatic and handsome. Okay, so I don't think there's anything else around here. There's one large building here, but it's just this building. Right? What's over here? What's this? I've been in here before. There wasn't much in here. Correct?
Here goes nothing.
Okay, well, nothing in here.
Something smells tasty.
Don't waste a step.
All this is already covered. There's nothing over there. You can actually see the fisherman's hut now if you so cared to, because I've seen it before. That's what the Mason's Guild is. I covered that, right? Is there any sort of quest things I can think about? These were both captured and before. These were both captured. I didn't go find the Night Song. I didn't find the search. The Sorcerer Tree. These are both in the Underdark. Search the cellar. We have the Book of Necromancy still, and the rest is just other quests. Okay, so we're in a good spot. All right, well, good session. Time to go to dinner in an hour. So there we go. It's always really hard to put this game down once you start it, but it's also pretty hard to start it once you haven't started it yet. It's the way she goes, I guess.